Albion Online, a game that has a player-based economy, and that means we can exploit it as a merchant. Hello everyone, and welcome to the second and probably the first actual video on the channel Shadow the First. Today, I will be showing you on the MMORPG Albion Online how you can make a lot of money by transporting different goods to different cities using their production bonus as just refining. If you just want to refine, no PvP, no danger, no losing gear, nothing, just pure profit. So the way it works is pretty simple. Now the way it works is really simple. If you go to the actual world map, we see there are 5 biomes and 5 different main cities. The thing is, there are also 5 different resources. Each biome, each continent has 3 of those resources, so each continent is missing 2 of them. And each one of these big cities, Thetford, Fort Sterling, Marlock, Lyndhurst and Bridgewatch, I'm currently in Bridgewatch, has a production bonus on one of the materials it's missing. So for example, there are the 5 materials are ore, stone, wood, fiber and hide. The steppe has the hide, it has the fiber and it has the ore. It's missing the stone and the wood. The Bridgewatch has the stone production bonus. So what people do is go from different cities, especially Marlock and Lyndhurst, which both of them are in continents that have stone. Both the highlands and the forest have stone. Come to Bridgewatch, refine their stone and go back to their cities to sell them, or just sell them here. But stone is the most worthless material in the game. It's really easy to obtain and it just has almost no use, because you can't use it in gear, you just use it in buildings, and buildings are just, you build it once and it's done, but equipment, you constantly lose it in PvP. However, what people tend to use a lot, because it's hard to come by, because you have to actually kill for it, is hide. And hide tends to be on Marlock. And Marlock is our neighboring location. And fun fact, we have hide. So in this video, I will be showing you how you can transport hide from different locations. Like, you can do it with anything. I've seen videos like you go from Fort Sterling to Lyndhurst and back doing fiber transport, because Lyndhurst has fiber. You can just go click on your city. Click on your city and click this little tab here, and you can see the refining bonus. This is 40%. You can see what refining bonus each city has. Now we're going to Marlock, and both the swamps for the Thetford and the steppe for Bridgewatch have hide, but of course we're closer. Although it looks that Thetford is closer, we are much closer to Marlock. So we will be transporting to Marlock, turning our hide into leather and bringing it back, and I will show you what refining bonus means. So first of all, I gotta head back first. So just give me a second and I'll see you there.
12 seconds later.
So here we are. And so we are in a Bridgewatch marketplace. What I wanna do
Don't be shy.
is go here and buy order the hide we wanna do. So the setup that I'm running, I'm actually using my main set just to show you that it's completely safe. And as you can see, there are many like mammoths and oxes here. It's because people are doing the same thing. Because there's currently an actual world event, I believe. If I can find that. bonus. Where was it? Activities there. Gathering bonus high. So many people are actually gathering here to buy hide and transport it to Marlock and Max. So Marlock is going to be extremely populated right now. It doesn't matter. We're gonna go search hide. And what I like to do is at the start, first off, we're gonna go trade for the first 4. So scraps of hide, completely ignore this. This is stupid. This is completely useless. I'm gonna go from tier 2. And if we actually have to have tier 2, you can't craft tier 3 leather without tier 2, and so on and so forth. So for crafting even tier 8, you need to have tier 2 items. So what I like to do is go here with a small number like 800, right? Now that's a big number, and it starts to add up a lot, but with the Elder Transport Ox, that's not much. 800 increase the price by a bit and bid higher. Actually, let's bid on 50. We're currently 2.8 million. Let's go with 800. We're receiving the rock tide. Okay, that's I think enough. I think that's all of it. Yeah. And we go one more. We go for the tier 3. We have to go 1.5 times the number that we did for tier 2. So we want to go, for example, 1,200 here. So because many people are actually setting it, we'll be actually getting it pretty easy. For medium height, let's go for 1,600 because it was double the price, double the number, sorry. So 1,600 of that. And heavy height, we're gonna go 3 times the initial number, so we're gonna go 2,400. And the prices are actually crushing my back. What is that? That's okay. So that's not much. We actually wait for it to start accumulating. I have a bit of spare leather just chilling if I need it. So we can increase the price just to make it a bit faster. Just for the sake of the video, don't do this. Please. It will crush you financially. So let me search height 6. Actually height 5 it was. So the big node that people have, no big nodes, okay, there's one on 460. Okay, so we just gotta wait for bidding.
My pleasure.
We can't actually buy it straight up.
Deal.
Just wait for it to be bought. Let's gotta wait. And yeah, I'll see you when it's done.
Many minutes later.
So after a while, and a lot of patience, it took me like 30 minutes to get this because everybody's wanting. I managed to finally get all the hide, and I also, one of the things that you can actually use is a pork hide because it also increases your max load by 30%. What I'm carrying is as base for the tier 2, I believe 1050 tier 2s. So 1.5 times that is tier 3, 2 times that is tier 4, and 3 times that is tier 5. Now we're gonna carry all of this all the way to Marlock. Now the optimal route from Bridgewatch to Marlock, after like seeing all the obstacles in the way, I found it to be from Smoothful Cleft to Redstone Plains, and just go straight until you reach here at Marlock, because you don't want to go up, because in Blackstone Quarry you have this big castle in the middle, and it just makes it so much harder, and you can't just cut through that. Like, even with my main setup, I can't take them down, even single-handedly. Now, I can, but it's really difficult. So I guess enjoy. You can see people are also going to be transporting things. They're not going to be carrying items with them, because some people tend to actually do actually go gank people in yellow zone of somewhat. So what they do is go to yellow zones like these ones, and they select one like the Adams Hills. Uh, Thankfully, we're not going through there, so we're not going through any of these like yellow zones. That straight up leads to a red zone. But what they do is they target something that has a mammoth. And the thing with the mammoth is that when it's taken out and you're dismounted from it, all the weight will be carried onto you. All those items that the mammoth was carrying, you are carrying now. So you're going to be instantly overweighted by more than 8 times your max capacity, so you can't even move. And what they do is they just push you, because in yellow zones, if you die, you just get knocked out for 3 minutes. That's it. You don't lose anything. And people won't get anything from you either. It's just there. I don't know what's the difference. But yeah, red zone is where you actually lose items. So what people tend to do is go to places like Adran's Hills, right? And when mammoths are just passing through here, they nuke this mammoth here. But like, because you can't actually PvP in yellow zone, it's just not worth it. Then, because the person can't move and it takes time to actually resummon the mammoths, constantly knock them back into the red zone. But if you have those actually like warnings before entering a new zone, like if I'm going to a blue zone, but when you switch to a yellow zone, it actually gives you a warning that you are going to a yellow zone. If you don't have those enabled, you are going to go to a red zone, and then they instantly gonna nuke you and get all your items and your mammoth, which you spent probably over 500 hours of gameplay getting. So there's also that. Don't do it. But my method is completely chill. It has no worries. They're gonna have to try so hard, but if you just want to make sure, okay, just turn on those warnings in the setting. My people, here we are at Marlock. Now, the thing is, what to do here exactly, now that we've traveled all this way? We take a look at the map. Because Marlock has the hide production class, everybody, these are all player shops, all of them will focus towards hides. So, for example, this is Tanner, which is a place we want to go to. If we click on it, we see all the Tanners will be highlighted. Now, what we want to do is hover our mouse over each one and see the top number. See, that's one is 430, that's a good price. 439. 415, 425, 400. Now these ones that do 999, right? These ones want to scam you in the the newbies, basically. 395, that's good. You don't go to places like these. These are just like the players that don't know about this. Go there and just spend all their money. 395, 349, 349. Has 1% food though, so we can't exactly use that because it's gonna actually go out. You see these ones have little food, so they're gonna quickly just like be done with it. 395, they're actually just gonna run out and they're not gonna work anymore. Just hover your mouse over every single one, see the top price. The bottom price doesn't matter, just see the top price, which one is the lowest. Now we had a 350 that was pretty good and it had a lot of durability. If I could find it again, it was like around here. That's one. Let's just, for the sake of this video, go to this one, 395. Okay, This one at the back. So let's go. Just water over it. Now, we had 2.8 million, if you remember, before doing any of the like transactions and stuff. We spent what's a chest there? No access first. So okay.
Nowhere to hide.
Now we had 2.8 million. Let's take a look at our bank account. We have 1.27. So basically, it went from 2.8. So we spent 1.5, which is actually there. Now,
Good hunt.
we go crafting these, and this is where we make the big money, because the 40% refining production bonus, whatever, means that you have a 40% chance to get the materials you spent back. So I just crafted 1050 of these hides, right? But I still have 335 of them left. You constantly craft these and go just craft them back to back, and that's how you make money. That's the idea behind here. So I'll see you, I guess, once I'm done doing all of these, because it will take gradually more and more time. So after all of that, we went from 1.5 million to 1.8 almost. So we made 300k silver by one travel. That is good, but at the same time bad, for a very simple reason. If we go to the announcements tab, and we go to the activities, you see that gathering bonus hide. So that means that hide is going to be actually cheaper, but at the same time leather is also going to be cheaper. So for a while, I'm actually gonna hold this, and when the market price increases for the leather, I'm gonna actually go ahead and sell this. So this is not actually 300k profit, it's like something like 500k, because we can make a lot more money. But that's 500k just going from market value. I spent 5k on the pie so that I can carry additional weight here. I also spent about 30k, 35k, paying this guy to actually do all this for me. So total 40k spent, 500k gained in a span of about 30 minutes. That's good. Now that is good, completely risk-free. Now there are many methods, there are way more methods now I know that make a lot more money, and I will share them with you on the later videos. So like and sub so you don't miss them out. But for a method that is completely safe, doesn't care about taxes, because taxes are important in this game. You actually pay a lot of taxes, and premium plays a very important role in that. You don't care about taxes here, and that's very important. That makes you a lot of money, completely free of risk. That is a win. Thank you all for watching. Thank you bearing me. As always, stay sharp, have a good one, and remember, the grind never stops.